Yes. Okay, now we're ready. Hello, everyone. Okay. Your screen. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our social media workshop. And we're also going to be talking about some applications that you can use because, yeah, social media activism is important, but we may not have time. So we're going to talk about the, work aspect, but also the, the lazy aspect that you can do through like green apps and practices at home. The lazy activism is also known as slacktivism. So hopefully you can learn some of that and be more involved in the virtual environment. So first we're going to start off with some news. So if you weren't in our last workshop, which was on Wednesday, this was a very interesting thing. So a bunch of scientists in the Northwestern University of Illinois found a way to liquidate plastic, which is in a way of chemical engineering. Basically, what they did is that they found a process where they can break down the chemicals in plastic bag, which is also known as polyethylene, which is what makes them so durable and last forever, which also can be harmful for the environment. And after, working and collaborating with some other people or other national organizations, they found out that, the liquid leftovers can be used as lubricant. Very interesting, but yeah, I feel like this is the first step to find a way to reduce plastic in the world, but also reuse the remnants of it. And of course, it's not going to happen right away. Like, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but it's the start of something new. Oh, wait, Anne, hold up. Thank you. In Colorado, an initiative, aka Proposition 114, won by 1% to bring gray wolves back into Colorado's western mountains. Colorado will become the first state where voters direct the reintroduction of gray wolves rather than the federal government, such as the other projects such as the Northern Rockies, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Carolinas. The Trump administration recently made a decision to remove gray wolves from the endangered list, which I don't know. If it survives expected legal challenges, it could make Colorado's task easier since the state wildlife managers won't need permission from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to manage the species. But it also means that the state won't receive federal grants for the project, which is to bring back the gray wolves, to make their forest or the mountains more biodiverse. In the meantime, Colorado biologists are keeping a close eye on whether the wolves are already in the state. Last winter, wildlife officials confirmed that a group of 6 wolves appeared to be living in northwestern Colorado, but now it seems that some of those wolves may have been killed across the border in Wyoming. New laws should help prevent consumers from buying food grown on the rainforest land, which has been illegally logged. UK firms will be banned from selling commodities if the production breaches local laws protecting forests and other natural areas. The change will be included in the UK's new environmental bill. So yay. The goal is to stop British consumers from buying unsustainable groceries. Therefore, when they shop, they won't be a part of an environmental crime. So whatever they buy, the products that they buy will not be harmful towards the rainforest. Key commodities most grown on land but is illegally cleared is that list that you see: cocoa, soya, palm oil, beef and leather, rubber, timber, and pulp and paper. This is good because rainforests are vital for our environment because they absorb climate heating emissions. They're diverse species, they're filled with it, and their capacity to store water and their potential for new medicines. The Independent Global Research Initiative Task Force, or GRI, has consulted with more than 200 businesses and organizations and is helping the government to make more sustainable decisions. Sir Ian Cheshire, that is his name, chairman of this task force, or GRI, said that we are at an extraordinary inflection point. Governments are having to invest in recovery, and we have the choices about how to invest and build back better, or build a better future. Yes. Now, all that you've been waiting for, we're going to go into the social media activism point. So, what is social media activism? It is also known as hashtag activism. So social media activism is known as it's a form of protest or advocacy for a cause that uses social media channels such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Genuine social media activism is supported by concrete actions, donations, and measurable commitments to change. Online activism is such a manner that can gradually lead to the development of people who are capable of generating new knowledge and wisdom to respond to changing social environments. So it is also a place where people can come to be informed about the events that are happening around the world. How do you enter this grid to be an activist? So on one hand, researchers suggest that the anonymity, gives marginalized minority groups an opportunity to express their voice, because if they were to do it in person, they would be punished for it. It also increases a collective identity by reducing the attention to labels such as education, social class, ethnicity, race, etc. It is a great platform to spread awareness, to get other people excited about a cause. And I'm just gonna show you a YouTube video. Just a woman explaining like how these hashtag movements really do cause change.
We can't hear it, Marielle.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
So sorry.
It's okay.
It seems that I cannot increase the volume. Is it possible you can look at the captions?
Here?
Huh?
Maybe I'm the only one that doesn't hear it.
Do you guys hear it?
No.
Oh no. Do you think we should continue, or we can just like, or is it possible that I can read off the captions and possibly
Okay, read the captions.
you can read the captions? Okay. Can you guys read the captions?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And then she basically explains the purpose of all of these hashtags and all of these movements and their impact through these events. And then I'm going to move forward and then go to the conclusion where she explains why these hashtags are important. Yay, and that's the end of it. And then later we can talk about what, like, just reading the words, like what impacts you, etc., and have an open conversation about how such a little action that we can do really, spread and make an impact. So, another thing. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to do's and don'ts of social media activism. So, how to be a social media activist? Well, one, do your research. Of course, it is important to listen and read before you speak, obviously. So read first and foremost from the people who experienced the issue, or listen to their stories, and find where marginalized people disagree on different topics. Why do they feel this way? How do you feel? Why is this movement so special to you? Why is it so important? And listen to other people's opinions, because I'm an environmentalist, mainly for the sake of pollution. Some people may do it for other reasons, and people implement practices in their everyday life for a specific reason. For example, like veganism. I'm a vegan, or actually no, I'm a vegetarian because I think it's beneficial for the environment. Some people just want to do it because of health reasons. Others, mainly, I don't know, but everyone has a reason for their actions in their everyday life. So don't just support one movement. Every movement is intersectional, and make it accessible to everyone. For example, Black Lives Matter. I mean, you can be an ally. Same with gay rights and civil rights, or the Me Too movement. Yes, it's like mainly surrounds women, but men can also support the Me Too movement, or maybe they are a part of it. Just know that a movement isn't only specifically for one demographic. In fact, it's supposed to be open to all demographics. Do take advantage of an interactive activism. For example, like a few years back, do you all remember the ALS challenge? I didn't do it, but it seemed pretty fun, and it did gain a lot of traction. And why? Well, because it was interactive and fun. Not everyone donated, but they still wanted to do the challenge. But also, either way, it did spread awareness of ALS and made people more aware of this neurological disease. So if you are planning to do social media activism, try to send out a simple challenge out there and connect to people in your network and make it fun. So, and don't be the trolls. Just know that there will be people that will go against your word, but make it best to let it go. They just want to stir you up, but don't let them. Do keep up the good work. So one of the things that we talk about in business is BHAGs, is also known as the Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. And it basically is a long-term goal that a company strives for. It is meant to energize their team to implement a vision that might take a decade, years to just complete. It is meant to pull a team together and upgrade its desire and capabilities and push the team to something that wouldn't have been possible without their shared commitment. So basically, it's a vision that you're supposed to inspire people to push towards. For an example, just climate change in general. It nearly seems impossible, but the idea of it is something that pushes all of us to achieve. So try to find a BHAG of your own. So remember, any type of activism is a lifelong movement. It does not stop when protests stop or when a big event is over. It is continuous, and it is a journey that you can, and a legacy that you can pass on to future generations. That should give you an initiative to keep pursuing for more actions and start now. So, activism, the Couch Potatoes Lady's Guide to Activism. Oh, and ignore my misspelling. So, it is a lot of work, so this is something that you can do in your own free time. So if you cannot take the part personally, you can, one, follow other influencers, organizations, people who have a strong platform for a specific movement, and then you can amplify their voices. So you can do this by liking their post or reposting those on all social media platforms. So if you see a post on Instagram, you can share it through Facebook, or you can repost it on your story. Just know that now that I think about it, I think Instagram is actually connected to Facebook, or whatever you post on Instagram on your Instagram story, it will also pop up in your Facebook story. So that is also something that you can do to spread the word. Donate to fundraisers, pretty self-explanatory. There are a lot of movements out there. There are a lot of the projects out there that you can donate to, so that you could help out organizations' projects, or and other nonprofits. 2, sign petitions. So this is an app that you, or not an app, a website that you can go to where you can sign petitions, and they have petitions for everything. If you make an account, or I signed up through Instagram, but if you make an account, what they will do is that they have an algorithm. So basically they will email you a new petition whenever a new movement comes up. For example, I typically sign petitions for like green movements, so they will email me when they find a new green petition out there. See, as you can see from this this intro. And it's very easy. You just, when you get the email listing, you just click sign up now, type in your name, and I know that laptops have a fill in the blank button, so just click and then you're done. Share what you're doing on social media. So do you have donations, or like, are you donating something recent, like just now or tomorrow? Make a post about it. Do you have receipts of shopping to an organic market? Make a post about that too. Post it on your story or your feed. Just show that, that you're taking action, or your actions have an impact. And I think that's about it. Any action, no matter how small, whether you are using a reusable cup, or you have used your reusable cup, or whatever, just explain the purpose behind it. Because once you do like show why you're doing things, it will inspire others to do the same. I know it's a lot of repetition, but it does work. I know it works for me. So pause and review. Oh, so yeah. And then if you do want to be active or create a whole account, but don't know where to start your post, well, you can go on Canva. Canva is completely free, and this is something you can use for your business, etc., for marketing. What you can literally do is that you can go in, create a design, and they have templates for you for anything. So you can click create a design. Let's say we're creating an Instagram post, and then you can search templates like climate change or climate action. And then they got posts for you right there. You can literally just take this and then post this. And then possibly you can type up your caption, and the only work is going to be the caption. So you can choose one of these templates, or maybe you can change the information, talk about a new issue or a new event, and then boom, you're done. They also have templates for stories, for YouTube channels whenever you create a video, for LinkedIn. So yeah, use this to your advantage if you really do want to make a environmental posts. And now Farron, you can take it away for applications to use. But first I will explain, first I will talk about this productivity app. So Forest, what it basically is, as I said, a productivity app that allows you to stay focused. And what they have is they have a button where it does not allow you to exit out of the app. So if you're scrolling through social media and you catch yourself scrolling through social media, you're like, no, I have to focus. You can use this app. It is kind of pricey. I got this for free, but they recently added a price to it, which is $2. But they do have something called a deep focus mode. Yes, you'll find it there. And what you can do is that you can start your plant, and then this is the beginning. It's a little seedling, and then once you're completed, it'll grow into a big tree. And once you're done, they will give you coins for every single time that you have studied a session. You can choose between 5 minutes or up to like 3 hours. And the more time that you put into like studying, then you'll get more coins. And so you can use those coins to grow a new tree on the app. Like, it doesn't have to be the standard one, or you can actually invest into an actual tree in real life, which is about 2,500 coins. So if you study like for 3 hours, 5 times, maybe 10 times, then you're ready to invest into your tree. I already planted like 3 so far. Maybe you can plant trees too. Now, Farron, you can take it away. I apologize. Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So Marielle explained one of the productivity apps. There's many more, but so now I'm going to go into some food apps. So some bad reasons for food waste is that, well, we were too many. I grew too big. We were too small. We were too ugly. Short expired.
Expiration date. Yeah.
Yeah. Estimated wrong. So maybe you're just buying too much food. People stay home. And fewer customers. So when you shop at the grocery store, maybe just try to buy the fruit that is ugly. Maybe that will help. But okay, you can go to the next slide. So one food app that I came across was the Karma app. It's not in the United States yet, but it is going to be expanding soon. And actually, President Obama, during his Berlin speech in 2019, he shouted out one of the co-founders, and he said, "People like Elsa are creating the first first zero food waste generation." So yeah, so basically this app, you can rescue food for half the price, and it also gives you tips about how to reduce food waste, which will be on the next slide. But basically, I'm just going to read something from their website. I really like this quote. So they said, "What if we ate the problem? What if we connect surplus food with retailers to consumers for a lower price? As a result, users get great food for less and businesses receive an additional revenue stream, while together reducing food waste." The app Karma is a food rescue app that allows retailers to sell their surplus food to customers at a half price instead of having great food go to waste. So, so far, they have rescued 1,200 tons of food, 1,800 tons of CO2 has been saved, and I think I made a mistake. I put 4+ meals saved, but that's not correct. But anyway, and then it shared that this all equals to 6 million kilometers of driving a car, or 242 times around the globe in an airplane. So as you can see, it really has impacted the environment. And another app was Happy Cow. It's not rescuing food, but it just gives vegan and vegetarian options around you, which in turn helps the environment, eating less meat. So yeah, they also have a recipe section. Okay, so I will read this for you guys. 4 tips to reduce your food waste. One sec. I'm going to pull it up on my screen so I can read it easier. Okay. Okay. So 1, plan your meals ahead of going shopping. Review what you already have at home and then what you need. When you shop with a thought out list, you decrease the risk of food waste occurring. 2, storing all your food correctly will extend the life of your produce. Things to keep in the fridge: carrots, mushrooms, cucumbers, strawberries, leeks, lettuce, and mature avocados. Things to keep out of the fridge: potatoes, lemons, apples, tomatoes, garlic, onions, and aubergines. Do you guys know what that is? I don't know what that is, but
I think it's a vegetable, aubergines. I've heard of it before. I think, or maybe a fruit.
I didn't know that. I always put my tomatoes in the fridge.
Oh, wait, what? I think it's
Aubergine is
another
eggplant.
name for eggplant. Yeah.
It's like French.
Oh, thank you. Whoa.
Yeah, but apparently I've been putting tomatoes out now and they actually do taste better, so maybe try that out. And then 3, smell and taste before you waste. Did you know that best before is a guideline and not a rule? You're not alone. 53% of people don't realize. This is something that my mom, I'm like, Mom, we have to throw this away. It's expired. And she's like, oh my God, that doesn't matter. Just like smell it first.
I know.
But I'm like, Mom, it says it expired. And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, you're right.
It's a best by date. It's just like it's best like to eat it up until that point. After that, it just means it's stale, but it's still edible. Like, yeah.
So, yeah, and plus, plastic isn't always the enemy. Sometimes plastic packaged food can actually be an environmentally smart move to keep products lasting longer, to be remembered. And then they have more ways on the website and the app about how to reduce waste. But yeah, instead of throwing the food away, this is a great way to rescue food. I think this is very easy to use as well. So hopefully they will be expanding soon. There was another app, I think it's called Flash Food, but I saw that it was only in like it was in Canada, all of Canada and in Georgia and a few other states, but they're not in Maryland yet. And that was the same thing. Basically, they just bring they literally just drop off a box for you or you can go pick it up and you don't even have to pay for it most of the time. So, yeah.
And with nonprofits like mobile market at MC, they offer free food to any student. Just know that.
Okay. Okay, and then next we're going to be talking about shopping sustainably. So some negative impacts of the apparel industry. Resource depletion, climate change, animal suffering, water pollution, food insecurity, air pollution, habitat destruction, and human rights abuses. So some apps that I will be talking about some few more, but on this slide, there's the Good on You app. Good on people, the planet, and animals. Good on you. So this is a sustainable and ethical fashion app where they give you fashion ratings. They rank like companies on how ethical their clothing is. So yeah, you can learn about your favorite brands and then find products that match your style and values, support ethical brands, and do better by people and the planet by doing this. And then, where the change you want to see is their motto.
Oops, sorry.
So they also said, let me see. This is a quote directly from their website. They said, ensure sustainable production and consumption patterns. Our recognized and trusted ethical rating system, advice, and information are part of this global mission, leading the way toward a more sustainable and fair fashion industry. So, yeah. The global industry has a huge problem with pollution, waste, and human rights abuses. Brands like, I think Fashion Nova, H&M, all these fast fashion websites, they also the clothing that they produce, it can have chemicals on it because they're new. So that's also not good for your skin. So overall, they're just not good for you or the planet. So it's good to give your clothes a new home, sell your clothes. Oh yeah. You can do that through Depop, Poshmark, ThreadUp, Mercari, and thrifting. Do you guys know any other websites that we can use to sell clothes?
I only use Depop, so
Yeah, I really like Depop.
I need to start using
no
Depop.
other-
It's so cool.
Yeah, it can be a little bit expensive sometimes because people really have to go out to the thrift stores and find the clothing themselves and pick through it. So sometimes they can, Depop is a little bit expensive. Grailed has more like, I think it's mostly men's clothing. I still shop on there sometimes, but it's a little bit more pricey. They have like I guess street like Supreme and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, get that cash, get that bread.
Yes.
But also be more sustainable. That's good.
Actually, let me show you guys something.
Oh, yeah, you want me to stop my screen sharing?
Oh no, I just wanted to show you something that's in my room. I have like so many clothes that I need to sell on here. Well, I don't think I can like turn my camera around, but let me do this really quick. Where's the thing? Okay. Okay, this is a huge box.
Wow.
That is just full of clothes that I need to sell. So yeah, hopefully they can find a new home. And yeah, whoever picks them will enjoy their new but old clothes. Okay, so the next slide. So some benefits of shopping sustainably: it saves natural resources, requires less water, reduces the carbon footprint, supports fair and safer working conditions, and saves animals' lives. It is also healthier for people on the planet, as I mentioned.
And now just for an open conversation. Thank you, Farron, by the way. That was really helpful. And thank you for searching for these apps. I know I couldn't have done it without you. And now we're going to have an open conversation. How do you feel about activism in the virtual environment? Do you think that this provides more opportunity towards environmentalism? I know that it is typically a movement that is taken outside and in person, or nature is more physical. And how would you take part in this?
I feel like the virtual environment, it does make things a little bit difficult, but at the same time, because we're spending so much time on our computers, I feel like we come across more readings and articles, so maybe that will help. And also just being online, we can spread, like you said, spread the information on our social medias. And yeah.
Yeah, same here. I think when Corona started, I started becoming more involved in Instagram. That is just the social media platform that I've just been so addicted with lately, and I can't stop. But I noticed that I started following more green influencers, typically zero wasters, because they provide so many life hacks compared to the 5-minute crafts that BuzzFeed makes all the time. And it's really interesting because you may relearn something, or they may add on to something that is already common sense, but they might add some like spice to it and include something new. They might add in another piece of information. Like I remember, especially one of them created the TikTok, and they mentioned that we should unplug our cables at home because even though things are turned off, they still take up a lot of electricity. And if you haven't noticed that electricity, although it is good that we need more renewable, more products that run on electricity, most of the electricity that we get comes from the burning of fossil fuels and coals. So yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to unplug it in my day-to-day lives. I know that ironing board, although it's not turned on, is definitely unplugged. Other than that, yeah. Do you think that this provides more opportunity towards environmentalism? Yes, most definitely. I think now today people can, like Farron and I said, people can be more informed and be a part of a movement or a community that they would not have joined in the past if it was in person, because they would be more focused on their own lives. But now that we're in the social media environment, they can actually look at other people's lives, per se. Mhm.
Yeah, it's just more likely that you will come across it just being online. So.
Oh, yeah, Maria, you were about to say something?
Yes, I have seen that social media, especially during the quarantine, are spreading so fast messages and movements.
Yeah, and they are. And to add on to that, because you're following them and because you're so engaged in it every single day, it's like you're constantly being reminded of it over and over again.
Right. Yeah.
Like the movement doesn't stop. You know that it's still there, like even if you were in person, you know it's still there, but it's not something you can take part of. This is like slacktivism is like a top level here and during Corona right now. So you can just be a part of a movement by just like reposting. I mean, that's what I do. I just be reposting, repost, and yeah.
I'm
So
so I'm not so active on social media, but I always feel that I have to be more active.
yeah, same here. But if just to to let you know, I think I forgot or skipped over what we were about to say, but like some key takeaways. Yes, you can do all this stuff, but your mental health must be put first because
Sure.
social media activism is a lot of work. Or just like marketing in general, like creating designs, creating captions, researching and typing up that research into a condensed script, and then that is like one post alone, and it takes up so much time and work.
It needs work.
So yeah, it is a lot. So if you are going to be involved in it, then yeah, just make sure that you get some resources. I know that there's another resource but you have to pay where it can automatically post your post for you. It's called Hootsuite. It's like spelled as Hootsuite. But what it does is that you create posts, put it on the website or your account, and then the website or application can automatically post for you, which is really cool. Totally good it's a business hack and a social media activism hack. So yeah, and also you don't have to know everything. The whole point of just learning in general is that you always have to be the student. Yes, that can be applied to school, but it's also so for activism. Like you can know so much, but that is just still the beginning. Like again, social media activism is a lifelong journey. So therefore you basically be gathering information every single day. You're not like you can
have to
learn
keep
with yeah, you have to keep it up. Or you don't have to keep it up, but when you decide to take this path, it is something that you'll do automatically because if you're passionate about it, then you'll constantly reminded. And even if you're like, yeah, what you said was Sally. What were you about to say?
I just want to say that you have to keep be interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with I see that you have your mic off or on. Were you about to say something?
Wait, me?
Oh yeah, with yeah. I just thought, were you about to say something?
No, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, to add on to what you said, yeah. So, and even if you're not researching automatically, news will pop up. Like new searching for findings will pop up from the organizations that you follow. So it's like kind of effortless if you think about it. So last question, how do you take part in this? Well, how do I take part in this? Well, I just been following the life hacks that some zero wasters have been using. And just through like communication, thankfully for just technology, there's Discord and I'm connected to all you guys. Y'all know some organizations or y'all know something that I don't know, which is pretty cool. If you have something new, just please inform us in the Discord chat. I know that all of us are busy, but if you find a new search or finding, post it, and then maybe we can like talk in the group chat about it. And also, I'm like Farron showed us, there are apps. So I have been downloading apps because why not? Yes, you're about to say, Farron, or you had your camera on, or no? Okay, thank you. Other than that, that's basically it. So community updates. Teresa, would you like to give an update on the denim drive?
Oh, so I haven't gotten an email back from I really hope it's Miss Andrea, right, Farron?
Yeah, Andrea or Andrea.
Yeah, I still have not heard back from Miss Andrea.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from that. But I guess that we could just make posters for, I think it's a Sunday, right?
This Sunday? Oh, is it this Sunday?
National Recycling Day?
Oh yeah. Are we still gonna do it? Like, I mean, we can't do it on National Recycling Day, but I feel like we need to.
No,
set
like
up,
launch it on like
Oh.
just start like put the poster out on Sunday
on my Sunday. Okay, thank you.
and then like give it like a stretch of time.
Mhm. Yeah, we can do that. And can you give us information on who Andrea is also?
Yeah, Miss Andrea, she's one of the coordinators for the denim drive. So like during non-COVID times, she would be the one who would coordinate with other colleges to help them have like in-person denim drives. So yeah, essentially what we're planning on doing is just having people, you know, you can it's actually great because you can reuse a box in your house and then put your denim in it and then get a free shipping label from the website and you can like ship it for free. And
Yay.
so yeah, it's kind of good. I mean, Farron, I know you have like some clothes you're willing to sell. Maybe you have some denim in there you can like just donate. But yeah, I actually also just put something in the Discord. I just heard about this, and so it's Montgomery College is having their energy summit next week, and there's some free scholarships, or I mean, they have free registration scholarships that they're giving out to Montgomery College students. I already put the link to apply, and I put the link to the program that you guys can learn more about it. So essentially, it's going to be about energy efficiency and energy related issues in Montgomery County. So if anybody's interested in that, you know, you can possibly get a free scholarship and you can go and you can learn more about sustainable energy. But it's an online summit, of course. So I don't know if you guys want to go to that. I put it in the Discord in the announcements. So I think that might be good. You know, it's going to focus on energy efficiency for like commercial buildings and residential properties. So I don't know. I thought if you're interested in that, it could be something useful to listen to. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for community. Also trying to think about anything else to say. Yeah, so the denim drive, and then there's the energy summit coming up. And
Fanny, about
then
to, oh sorry, Fanny, about to say something?
I was just gonna say for the indoor garden, if you guys want to receive a kit, please send me
yeah,
your MC. I put it in the Discord, but yeah, whenever you get the chance, just send me your information so that we can get it sent to you.
Farron,
Yeah.
is there any way you can put it again in the announcements or pin it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so it would be really, really helpful if you know for sure that you want to receive a indoor gardening kit. It would really be, or if you know anybody else who wants to receive one, it would be really helpful if you could sign up on the sheet. So then when we go to the budget panel, we know exactly how many we need. So if you or your friends want to receive one, just please sign up. And how long are we going to give them to sign up? When's the next budget panel?
It's next Monday, so they do it every Monday, and you have to turn it in before 5. And then it's a 2-week process until we actually can start up the event. Because once
Yeah.
we meet on Monday, then we can talk about it on Thursday. Just to let you know,
Okay.
there was a lot of stuff that were missing on the form that you sent out. So they wouldn't have approved it anyway. I talked to Mateo, so maybe
Okay.
with this extra stretch of time, we can actually present with all the information that we have.
There's some, I don't know, for some reason when I try to write on the document, I can share a screen later on, but for some reason it won't save when I'm writing onto it. But I can talk to you about it like outside of the club. But yeah, I guess we could put it into the chat and then have it close on Monday at noon. Yeah, Monday at noon. We could have give them like the weekend and like a little bit on Monday to sign up for the kits, and then we'll know exactly how many people have said they wanted one.
Yay. And then I think that's about it. Other community updates were just like stuff that's happening in student life. Next week is International Education Week. So what we are doing, if you want to learn more about the world, how they're dealing with pollution, how they are not dealing with pollution, or any initiative that they are taking to make the world a better place, please come to the regular time on Friday from 1:30 to 2:30. Some other stuff that's happening throughout International Week, because I thought that this would be a fun way to be more engaged in the campus, or at least in school. All the clubs on the Rockville campus are doing something related to the world. For example, I think Student Life is providing mini French lessons, mini Spanish lessons. I know that will go to, I'm interested in the mini language lesson. Student Investment Club is talking about the investments around the world. There's going to be a Latin dance lesson. Peace Corps are going to be talking about, or they're actually going to have guest speakers. And the Friendly Soccer Club is going to have a discussion on the history of soccer. Oh, and there's a Mexican sun bowl making workshop, which is really cool. I think that's the Art Society Club. So if you're interested, please check it out. I know that I'll have a secretary link this presentation, or maybe we can just link this presentation to the Discord chat and make it accessible to you. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, so how do you want to take part in these projects? You want to gain hours, community service hours? Please reach out to us. I know that one of our members, Paulina, what she did was that she helped assist me with the workshop on Wednesday. If you want to create your own presentation of yourself, do some of your own research, please let me know. Like, and if you want to inform members of our club and do a presentation with me, or a presentation on your own, just reach out. Other than that, make sure that you follow our Instagram and join our Discord if you have not already. And please, again, reach us out to our Gmail account. Sign up on Give Pulse to get hours for your volunteer work and become a member of our group. And that is about it. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I hope you have a great day and I hope you enjoyed this workshop. Other than that, you're good to go. Make sure you talk to us in Discord. I get lonely sometimes. Or if you just want to study with me because I'd be doing work all the time, please hit me up. This is a club. I want to get to know y'all. And that's
Thank you.
no problem. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just have a question.
Yeah, sure.
This is my first time coming, so we were mentioning that we have to do like hours, kind of like.
You don't have to. You're not mandatory to do it, but it's just an opportunity for you to possibly gain a certificate before you graduate.
Oh, right. And do we like? So I search in Pulse, like in the MC Pulse website. I search.
Yeah. So you
Wow.
go to the Montgomery College website, and then I think you go around student or community service. Actually, first I would recommend going on Google, search up community service Montgomery College, and then it'll link you to the community service stuff. And then you'll have to search around, and then you'll find a word in purple, Give Pulse, and then you can create your own account.
Oh, I do have a Pulse account, but
yeah,
I want
sorry.
to know how to make office hour, like not office hours, sorry. How to make community service hours with this club. Like, do you have like events in Pulse where I can like sign up?
That we're gonna have to figure out. We haven't created any events so far. We were planning to do like a denim drive and indoor garden, but that I'll have to reach out to Nick. Other than that, if you don't know how to record hours, I would recommend reaching out to Nick Shreshka.
Oh, okay.
So she can improve the hours for you.
But you
Okay,
can join our group on there though.
In Pulse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Send
Okay.
it.
So I should just search like Can Club in Discord.
Yeah, it's a subgroup underneath the Montgomery College. So first go to Montgomery College, and then scroll through the list of subgroups or mini groups. Then you'll find us.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
No problem. And Maria, you about to say something?
Oh, I just saw it.
Oh, you good? Okay. Everyone, so much for coming. See ya.
Marielle.